Oh, would you look at the time? Guess what? Yeah, it's story time. Well, tonight's story time is gonna be, one of my dislikes. Oh, yeah. I'm talking about poodles. Can't stand them. Not one bit. Just think that they're so much greater. This superiority complex that they got going on. Like they're better than any other dog walking down the street, right? With their curly tails and their curly hair. And yeah, I just don't like them. Yeah, they give off them real bad vibes, like they're entitled or something. And it's just like, who are you? You're just a dog who shits in the backyard. Sometimes the house. Get your nose rubbed in it, I mean, really, they know how to ruin the moment. And it's just like, you know what? They probably are like the vibe police of the animal kingdom. Just coming in here prancing like you own the place or something. Yeah, you ain't welcome here, dog. Alright. I'll get into it. The reason why I don't like poodles is because I got chased by one when I was in kindergarten, okay? My stupid sister decided that when we were walking to school, okay, that she was going to antagonize this dog. And he was probably in his right, And then guess what? He jumped the freaking fence. And you know what? I had little legs. Now, I don't know if you guys watched the story time about me getting bit by a dog, but guess what? This had just happened. Okay? And now I'm getting chased by another dog on my way to school.
I mean, it's like a freaking dog apocalypse out here.
They're like falling from the freaking sky. Being 5 years old, seeing a dog jump over the fence, this thing had needles for teeth, and he was looking at me like I was his next lunch meal. And I just look at my sister, I'm like, uh-oh. Oh, and that day it got worse, let me tell you. So luckily, as we're running to school with my little legs, okay, we finally get to the doors, and this dog chased us all the way to the school, okay? And I closed the door real quick behind me so he couldn't get to me and stuff, right? And I'm looking at this dog through the glass, right? You know that face that dogs make right before they're about to bite you, and they just stare at you like... And this thing, he's like making all these crazy faces, like trying to knock the glass and stuff. And I'm just like, this heinous demon is outside my school making these freaking sounds. And I'm just like, okay, I know for a fact that I left the demons inside my house when I went to school today. And it came with me. This dog was absolutely relentless. Even through the glass, he's still trying to get me. And I was just thinking about, man, when I get out of school, is he gonna be outside waiting for me? Like 3 o'clock. He's just right there in the yard. Because he wasn't just angry, he was like abnormally pissed off. Like some kind of personal vendetta or something. Which I finally came to the conclusion that this dog is just a bully. Like, why didn't he go after my sister more? That's what I'm wondering. No, he wanted to pick on little old me, right? Who crapped in his cornflakes, Like, ain't you got something better to do than chase these kids to school, Mr. Pooh?
No.
Anyway, so the vile demon, he probably, ran home or got hit by a car, hopefully. And I go to recess, right? So it's like noon. Oh yeah, and I was quite the ladies' man. So I'm at recess and I'm hanging out with these 3 girls and just kind of laying down like this, right? Well, there's this older kid and he used to run around these circles with all kinds of kids chasing behind him, and I'm just kind of chilling like this, right? Well, this 2 left-footed troll comes over and he just knocks right into me, falling right on top of me with my wrist and snapped all the way backwards. And all I can think right in that moment, I was like, do not let these girls know that you're... Oh yeah, and I was ugly crying, and everyone just kind of stopped and looked at me, and thinking that they're like looking for some kind of validation, like I'm okay. No, my wrist is over here looking like a
Fucking spaghetti noodle.
And he didn't even say sorry. So I got this broken wrist and it's all spaghettified, and I'm just like, oh my god, that dog is gonna be there when I get off, and I can't even protect myself. Intentionally, I took the long way home.
Oh yeah, I walked 3 blocks all the way in the opposite direction to make sure that I did not even go down that dog's alley. And then I get home and I tell my mom about my bad day, right? I'm like, Mom, my wrist, it hurts. And there was this dog. But my wrist, it really hurts. We gotta go get this taken care of, right? And then she looks at me and says, Byron, it's not okay to fib. Quit pretending. For 3 agonizing days of holding my wrist and the swelling started to continue, living with a broken wrist, she finally caved and said, okay, he's not pretending no more. And during that time, I'm just like, Jesus, you there? Maybe you could answer this prayer? Well, anyways, guys, I ended up getting that wrist of mine fixed up and never walked down that alley ever again. Funny enough, we always walked the long way to school. Never antagonized another dog after that, I'll tell you what, though. Oh, yeah, and the best part before I end the video, so because of that accident with my wrist, I end up becoming ambidextrous. I can write with both hands now. Yeah. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed tonight's story. And stay tuned because another story time is coming real soon.